Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to Adventure to Destiny YouTube channel. Dear brothers sisters, please subscribe and like, share, comments. Jabal Uhud, the Battle of Uhud, the martyrs, and how Jabal Uhud protected Rasulullah, written with historical accuracy, emotional depth, and storytelling tone suitable for a YouTube presentation or educational video. Aerial view of Jabal Uhud, soft wind sound, narrator. There stands a mountain in the north of Medina, silent, steadfast, and sacred, Jabal Uhud, a mountain beloved by the Prophet Muhammad. He once said, "This is Uhud, a mountain which loves us, and we love it," Sahih Bukhari. But why does this mountain hold such deep meaning in the heart of every Muslim? This is the story of Jabal Uhud, the mountain that witnessed blood, bravery, betrayal, and the unwavering love of Rasulullah. Scene shifts to early Medina, showing the Muslim community after the Battle of Badr. Narrator: after the Muslims' miraculous victory at Badr, the Quraysh of Makkah were burning for revenge. 1 year later, in the third year of Hijrah, they marched with 3,000 men, determined to destroy Islam. The Muslims, only 700 strong, stood ready, led by Rasulullah. They marched to the base of Jabal Uhud, where the battle would take place. The Prophet positioned his army wisely, placing 50 archers on a small hill, known as Jabal al-Rumah, the archers' mount. He warned them, "Do not leave your position, no matter what happens. Victory or defeat, stay, but in the heat of battle." Something tragic happened. Scene: Muslims gaining early victory, Quraysh retreating. Narrator: at first, the Muslims pushed the Quraysh back. Victory seemed certain, but when the archers saw the Quraysh retreating and the spoils left behind,
Rasulullah in danger, surrounded, injured. Narrator: Rasulullah was now exposed. He was struck in the face, his helmet driven into his blessed cheek. Blood flowed, his tooth was broken, he fell into a ditch, wounded, bleeding. Surrounded by enemies, some even shouted, "Muhammad is killed," but Allah protected his messenger. Scene: brave companions rallying around the Prophet. Narrator: Sahaba like Talha ibn Ubaidullah, Abu Dujana, Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas, and others, through there.
Ya Habib salam alaika, salawatullah alaika, salawatullah alaika. Ya Nabi salam alaika, Ya Rasul salam alaika, Ya Habib salam alaika, salawatullah alaika. Ya Nabi salam alaika, Ya Rasul salam alaika, Ya Habib salam alaika, salawatullah alaika. Ya Nabi salam alaika, Ya Rasul salam alaika, Ya Habib salam alaika, salawatullah alaika. Ya Nabi salam alaika, Ya Rasul salam alaika, Ya Habib salam alaika, salawatullah alaika. Ya Nabi salam alaika, Ya Rasul salam alaika, Ya Habib salam alaika, salawatullah alaika. Ya Nabi salam alaika, Ya Rasul salam alaika, Ya Habib salam alaika, salawatullah alaika. Ya Nabi salam alaika, Ya Rasul salam alaika, Ya Habib salam alaika, salawatullah alaika. Ya Nabi salam alaika, Ya Rasul salam alaika, Ya Habib salam alaika, salawatullah alaika. Ya Nabi salam alaika, Ya Rasul salam alaika, Ya Habib salam alaika, salawatullah alaika. Alaika. Ya Nabi salam alaika, Ya Rasul salam alaika, Ya Habib Habib salam alaika, salawatullah alaika. Alaika, 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 ya Nabi salam alaika. Alaika, 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 alaika.
I smell the fragrance of Jannah coming from Uhud, and rushed into battle, fighting until his body was unrecognizable, struck with over 80 wounds. He was one of 70 martyrs that day, among them Sayyid al-Shuhada, the master of the martyrs, Hamza ibn Abdul Muttalib, the beloved uncle of the Prophet. Scene, aftermath of the battle, quiet over Uhud. Narrator, the Muslims faced loss and pain, but they were not defeated. The Quraysh retreated once more, unable to break the spirit of. I miss my brothers, his companions asked. Aren't we your brothers, O Messenger of Allah? He replied, you are my companions. My brothers are those who will come after me and believe in me, without ever seeing me. Final scene, sunset over Jabal Uhud. Narrator, today, when you stand at Jabal Uhud, you don't just see a mountain, you see a witness to courage, to love, to sacrifice, and to the unshakable resolve of Rasulullah. Jabal Uhud loved the Prophet, and on that day. It sto. Absolutely. Here's an extended continuation and deeper historical context, including more emotional moments, Sahaba stories, and spiritual reflections, perfect for a rich voiceover presentation or YouTube documentary. Studio microphone extended voiceover script. The legacy of Jabal Uhud, the battle that shaped Islam. Scene, a map slowly zooming from the Arabian Peninsula to Medina. Narrator, to understand Uhud, we must understand the pain and purpose behind it. The Muslims didn't fight for land or the pain of leadership. Rasulullah wounded. Scene, close-up reimagining of Rasulullah in the chaos. Narrator, can you imagine, the messenger of Allah, the mercy to all worlds, injured, his face bleeding, his tooth broken. As the chaos swirled around him, someone cried out, where is Muhammad? And he called out, I am here. Even while wounded, he stood as a beacon of courage for his companions. It was at that moment that Malik ibn Sinan, the father of Abu Sa'id al-Khudri, Rus, spit it out, but Malik swallowed it and said, by Allah, I will never let your blood touch the ground. And the Prophet replied, whoever wants to see a man from the people of paradise, look at him. Palms up together. The loyalty of the Sahaba. Scene, shadowed images of Talha ibn Ubaidullah shielding the Prophet. Narrator, Talha ibn Ubaidullah, his hand was paralyzed defending the Prophet. He took sword after sword for him, until his fingers were severed. Rasulullah said of him, whoever want the martyrs of Uhud, their names written in heaven. Scene, a slow montage of martyr names written in Arabic calligraphy. Narrator, they were not just names, they were heroes, whose blood turned the sands of Uhud into a sacred ground. Hamza ibn Abdul Muttalib, the Lion of Allah. Musab ibn Umair, the flag-bearer of Islam, whose hands were cut off one by one, yet he still protected the banner. Abdullah ibn Yash, who prayed before the battle, O Allah, make me meet my enemy, let them cut. A spiritual scene, heaven opens over Uhud. Scene, dreamlike visual of souls rising, peaceful battlefield. Narrator, the Prophet once said, the souls of the martyrs are in the bodies of green birds, flying around paradise, drinking from its rivers. Sahih Muslim, these souls, the martyrs of Uhud, are honored by Allah until the day of judgment. Their sacrifice was not in vain. Jabal Uhud, the living mountain. Scene, present-day pilgrims walking near Uhud. Calm music. Narrator, when you stand at Jabal Uhud today, it's not just history you're witnessing, you are walking on sacred soil. You are standing where angels descended, where hearts broke, and where faith was strengthened. Even now, the mountain stands as a witness. The Prophet said, Uhud is a mountain that loves us and we love it. Why did he say that? Because on that day, when men failed, the mountain. The aftermath, a lesson for all generations. Scene, Muslims returning to Medina, mourning but proud. Narrator, Uhud taught the ummah that victory is not always in numbers, that disobedience, even by a few, affects the many, and that the love of the Prophet is shown in sacrifice. Years later, Rasulullah returned to Uhud, visiting the graves of the martyrs. He stood over them, eyes filled with tears, heart heavy with love. He prayed, "Peace be upon you, O people of the graves." You. Final reflections, a message to the believers. Narrator, to this day, the mountain whispers to us, "Will you stand firm like I stood firm? Will you protect your faith like I protected Rasulullah? Will you love the Prophet, as I loved him?" Closing scene, sunset fades behind Jabal Uhud, soft nashed in background. Narrator, softly, "This is not just a mountain, this is Uhud, the mountain that loved Muhammad, and today, it calls on you to love him too." After the battlefield had fallen silent, the cries faded, the swords rested, the Prophet stood among the fallen. His heart was heavy. These were not just soldiers, they were his companions, his family, his friends, his beloveds. Wilted flower, the Prophet's grief, the martyrs of Uhud. Scene, Rasulullah standing over Hamza's body. Narrator, he walked toward the body of Hamza, his uncle, his brother in Islam, his childhood protector. Hamza's body was mutilated, his liver torn out, his face
Ya Habib salam alaika, Ya Rasul salam alaika, Ya Habib salam alaika, salawatullah alaika, Ya Nabi salam alaika, Ya Rasul salam alaika, Ya Habib salam alaika, salawatullah alaika. Ya Nabi salam alaika, Ya Rasul salam alaika, Ya Habib salam alaika, salawatullah alaika. Ya Nabi salam alaika, Ya Rasul salam alaika, Ya Habib salam alaika, salawatullah alaika. Ya Nabi salam alaika, Ya Rasul salam alaika, Ya Habib salam alaika, salawatullah alaika. Ya Nabi salam alaika, Ya Rasul salam alaika, Ya Habib salam alaika, salawatullah alaika. Ya Nabi salam alaika, Ya Rasul salam alaika, Ya Habib salam alaika, salawatullah alaika. Ya Nabi salam alaika, Ya Rasul salam alaika, Ya Habib salam alaika, salawatullah alaika. Ya Nabi salam alaika, Ya Rasul salam alaika, Ya Habib salam alaika, salawatullah alaika. Ya Nabi salam alaika, Ya Rasul salam alaika, Ya Habib salam alaika, salawatullah alaika.
He cried out, "Never has there been a calamity more painful to me than the death of Hamza." He stood there, in tears, saying over and over, "O Hamza! O Hamza!" Dizzy the sky cries for the martyrs. Scene, light breaking through clouds over Uhud. Narrator, the sky itself seemed to mourn. It is narrated in some reports that the earth shook, the angels wept, and heaven opened to welcome the souls of the Shuhada. Jibril descended and comforted the Prophet, "O Muhammad, your Lord." In the wake of this painful day, Allah revealed verses of Surah Al-Imran, "Do not weaken and do not grieve, and you will be superior, if you are truly believers." Al-Imran 3:139, and he honored the martyrs with his